Hi, Sarah Starr speaking here. Now what I'd like to start doing is a question and answer session. Every couple of weeks I'd like to make a video for you answering some of your questions. So about once every 2 weeks, like I said, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to answer all the questions that you guys have been asking me. So if you have any questions about making money online or SEO or anything about WordPress websites or the sales process or how to make any kind of make money doing affiliate marketing or anything like that, post the questions below this video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the best questions and put them all together and make a 10 or 15 minute video answering those questions. So if you have any questions, comment below this video. And I'll start putting these questions together, and like I said, the best questions I will answer in about 2 weeks time. But today somebody actually emailed me a couple of days ago, and they were saying that they buy a lot of courses and they just simply don't have time to implement everything. So he was asking about outsourcing. This was actually John, if you're out there, this is your question. So he was asking about outsourcing. What's the best way to outsource this stuff? You've probably been out there, you've probably bought an internet marketing course and thought this is great, but you just simply don't have the time to implement it. Now outsourcing is a really good way to kind of kickstart your business. Now if you have a full-time job, maybe you don't have a huge amount of time to spend implementing this stuff. A lot of internet marketing work involves quite a lot of work and quite a lot of technical work, building websites, doing search engine optimization, writing articles, putting it all together. However, you can actually hire people for very, very small amounts of money to do this stuff for you. Quite often these people are in third world countries, in India, the Philippines, places like this, and they're quite willing to do this work for you for very, very little money. But they're not just in third world countries. For instance, I have a lot of people who write articles for me who come from the UK and America. And they do a far better job of writing articles than I could ever do. And they're only charging me between $4 or $5 per 500 word article. Now I get a lot of stuff outsourced. Like I said, article marketing, article writing. I have people create blogs for me. I'm even having people create software products which I can then sell. So if you like, I'm getting products created completely outsourced. These people are creating these products for me, and then I can sell them. I also have a guy who does my sales pages, so he writes all the content for my product sales pages. I actually outsource all of my graphics. So when I create a product and I have like an e-cover shot of the product, I actually have that outsourced. So I have all this stuff's all done for me, and to be honest, it's not very much money. It's very, very cheap to have this stuff done. And what I want to show you today are some of the people that I'm using, or rather some of the resources that I'm using to outsource this work. So if you, let's just say as an example, let's say you are an affiliate marketer, you've bought an affiliate marketing course all about building, say, review websites, and you need to build, say, 10 product review websites. Each website maybe has 10 pages, so that's a lot of content you need writing. You're going to need somebody maybe to create the websites, put it all together, put all the graphics together, build them, and then you're going to need somebody to get traffic to these websites. So that traffic might consist of search engine optimization, so you're going to need hire somebody or buy some outsourcing jobs for SEO, and you might need to do some article marketing or guest blog posts and so forth. This can all be outsourced, and it's not very expensive to do. So what I'm going to show you now are some of my favorite sites I like to use for outsourcing. One of the first places I normally go when I need to outsource something is a forum. I like forums because you can read the feedback that people have left within the forum thread. Quite a lot of forums have what's called a marketplace. I'm on the Warrior forum here, but there are lots of other internet marketing forums which offer the same sort of service. But on the Warrior forum they have a couple of different forums which I'm going to show you. The first one is Warriors for Hire. So if we just click on there, and this brings us through to all sorts of people here offering different internet marketing services such as search engine optimization. There's people here that will create graphics, there are people here that will do copywriting, install WordPress, all sorts of different things here. There's a guy here who'll create videos for you. Okay, so we got someone here doing search engine optimization, all sorts of different things. So for instance, here we've got someone saying high converting sales copy. So we've got someone here who will write high converting sales copy for you. So if you have a product and you need to have a sales page created, you can actually come here and have the content written for you. This can also be, these sort of people are usually quite good to hire if you want to create really high converting kind of pre-sales to put on your review websites. So we've got somebody here who I think he's selling sales pages, but I actually found a guy on the Warrior forum who wrote the sales copy for about 2 or 3 of my products, the YouTube Hijack, the Inside AdSense course. He wrote the sales copy for that, and that he only charges me about $350. Now that may sound like a lot of money, but normally to get a sales page written, you can be talking, for high-end copywriters, can cost anything up to $10,000. Now this guy I hired from the Warrior forum, I hired him because he had lots of good feedback. So if I scroll down, this isn't the guy incidentally, this is just one I just found randomly. So I was reading through the comments other people had left who had hired this guy, and they actually had really good comments, people saying that he'd done a really good job. So that's why I hired him, and I'm typically getting between a 4 and 5, sometimes even 6% conversion rate from the sales pages which this guy has written for me, and this is from the Warrior forum. So it gives you an idea. You can find really good people on the Warrior forum. So there's all sorts. There's here. There's people hiring virtual assistants, all sorts of things. Let's just scroll down and see what else we can find here. So there's someone here selling websites. So this guy's going to create websites for you. There's all sorts of different services. Let me just see if I can find another example. So you can get. I quite often have. I have graphic designers who create, like e-covers, website graphics, WordPress themes, all this sort of stuff for me. So we've got one here: professional e-cover and header design. So this person's going to will create like a website header. So that's the header that header graphic you get. So as an example, a header would be like here was one of my new products. A header would be that portion of the screen at the top there. So this guy is going to create a header for $15, or an e-cover, like a picture of a DVD with a disc or an ebook for $15, which is pretty good. So look, these are some of the examples which he's done in the past. So for $15 you can go have a custom header created. This is not only if you have your own product. This is really useful if you're creating, say, a review website and you'd like to have a custom header designed. He can also create e-covers. Actually, this guy looks pretty good. I might keep him in my swipe file. Normally what I do is I create a little swipe file in like a text document, and whenever I see these people on a WSO, sorry, not a WSO, a Warrior for Hire advert like this, I think looks really good, I cut and paste the URL and put it into my text document under graphic designers, just so I can keep a list of possible people. So this guy looks like he does quite good work, so I'm going to keep this guy on file because it looks like he could do some good stuff for me. And if we just scroll down, so yeah, $15, that's really cheap, and chances are this guy could probably do lots of other graphic design work. So I'm sure he could design whole websites and so forth. So if we scroll down, we can see here that we got a really good testimonial here. Now the thing about these testimonials you need to look for is to make sure that they're coming from people who have been a member of the Warrior forum for a long time. If you see a post and it's got loads and loads of testimonials, and all the testimonials have come from brand new members, that's a little bit weary, because quite often what these people will do is they'll open like 10 Warrior forum accounts, which are all brand new, and then leave loads of positive comments themselves. But obviously if we're looking at these testimonials, we can see here that these people have been a member of the Warrior Forum for years and they've got thousands of posts under their belts, so they're real testimonials. So that's really, really important when looking at the testimonials, because you may see someone saying, yeah, I hired this guy, did an amazing job, it's absolutely incredible, and then we see here that the person joined yesterday, joined the Warrior Forum yesterday. Whereas if you get an amazing testimonial and it's from someone who's got 429 posts, as this guy has, and he joined in September 2009, then you know it's a real testimonial. Just a little tip there. But yeah, if something's got a load of testimonials, you know the guy's going to deliver. I mean, obviously with graphics it's a little bit different because we can see the work straight off. I mean, I'm looking at this and we know that this guy can do good work. The only thing with graphic designers that I have found is that sometimes they can take a long time to deliver, or they're really unreliable, they don't answer your emails. So you need to read the testimonials to make sure that the guy is actually reliable. So yeah, that's the Warrior Forum. You can get all sorts of things done, like I said, graphics, copy. People will install WordPress for you, anything you like. But if you've got a kind of pretty custom job, what you can do is, this is the Warrior Forum homepage. You can actually put a wanted advert. So wanted, members looking to hire you. Okay. So you can actually pay to put an advertisement here. So let's say you wanted somebody to, let's say you just bought a course on putting review sites up. So you may say, I'm looking to put up in the next couple of months 10 review sites. Each site's going to have 10 pages on one niche, and so I'll need 10 articles writing, on the WordPress installing, these are the plugins I'll need installing, and all the content has to be unique, and I want it to look like this website over here. So normally what I would do is, if I'm building review sites, I would go and find a competitor's site that I like the look of and include that in the advert and just say, I want a website that looks like this site over here. I'm going to need 10 articles written. I can pay $50 per site or $100 per site, whatever your budget is, and put that in the description, and then people will come back and start posting, saying, yeah, I can do that job, no problem, send me a private message, or I can do it for $40, or I can do it for $100, or whatever. So I've quite often, when I've had kind of complex things to do, which are a bit more than just installing WordPress, where there's a whole series of things I want doing, because I just simply don't have the time, I've put a wanted advert here, and I've usually had a response very, very quickly, within a few hours actually. It's also been quite useful. I once had a problem. One of my websites was actually hacked, and it was a kind of technical thing that I really didn't know how to fix. So I came onto this forum here and put a wanted advert saying I need somebody to fix my website because it's been hacked, and I put a link to my website. Within an hour, someone had come back and said, yeah, I can fix that for you for $20. So I paid them the $20. Within half an hour, the site was fixed. So sometimes, when you've got something like that that needs doing really, really quickly, this can be a really good place to get those kind of things done. So that's the Warrior Forum. The next thing I want to show you is the backlink forum. Traffic Planet. Now I love Traffic Planet because Traffic Planet is a really, really good place. It's a forum all about search engine optimization. So if you want to learn a bit more about SEO, come to Traffic Planet. But like the Warrior Forum, they have a classified ads section. So I'm actually in the classified ads section now, and there's all sorts of people here offering backlinks, article writing, press releases, guest blog posts, all sorts of things. So there's all sorts of people here who are offering all sorts of different services. So we've got Google Panda Crusher. So this is some sort of new SEO service that somebody is offering here that beats the new Google algorithm. So you'd have to read through all the different features. So for $75, this guy's doing a big blog post package here. Or he's got another one here for $150. So quite often these people have different packages, but like the Warrior Forum, people will leave comments, and you can actually, if the guy offers a service that's no good, people will come back and comment saying this guy's service didn't work for me, or yeah, I bought this guy's service 2 weeks ago, my site's now on page 1 in Google, or whatever. So you can quite often find people here who are offering really good services. I've bought quite a lot of packages from people on this forum for doing things like press releases, and bookmarking, backlinking services, article writing, article marketing, all sorts of things like this. There's people here who will do blog commenting for you as well, forum commenting, all sorts of different types of way of getting traffic, not just search engine optimization, but getting traffic to your websites. So really good resource here if you want traffic to your website. Really highly recommend it. Now the next one is Fiverr.com. You may have actually heard of this before. But Fiverr, you can actually get things done for $5. So I've just typed in WordPress into the search bar here, and we've got some people here saying that they'll install WordPress for you and all the plugins and themes and everything for $5. So if you're kind of technically you don't know how to do it, or you just simply you're like me, you just don't have the time, or you're just too lazy to do it, you can pay someone $5 and they'll install WordPress, make sure it's the latest version, install all the plugins for you, and the theme, and it's just ready to go. All you have to do then is just go in and add the content. And so there's people here offering all sorts of services. I also have found people on here who do transcriptions, so I quite often use people on here to transcribe audio. So for $5 I can get 12 minutes of audio transcribed into written text. So this is really good. If you're setting up niche websites, you can just go out there and interview a load of people in your niche, record it as an MP3, send it to one of these people here within Fiverr. You just type in transcription into the search bar, and you can find somebody who will transcribe that 10 minutes of audio for $5, and that would be several thousand words of unique content for your sites. There's all sorts of things you can get done on Fiverr.com. You can get graphics done, e-covers. You can just start searching. There's all sorts of people. There's writers, graphic designers, all sorts of different things you can get done on Fiverr. So another really good resource for outsourcing. Okay, so the other site which I've been using for many years now for content is a site called TextBroker. You may have heard of this before, but TextBroker is one of the places I go to get articles written. It's very good because all the writers, you can go to textbroker.com and all the writers are actually American, or you can go to textbroker.co.uk if you want things written in English. So if you want things written in English, go to textbroker.co.uk. If you want things written in American English, go to textbroker.com. So the writers are all native English speaking, and they're very high quality. So let me just show you an ordering process. So if I wanted to place an order, I can just say open order. There's over 10,000 writers actually on within TextBroker itself. So I could pick a category. So let's say it was a dog training article. We'd just pick animals. So it'd be somebody who specializes in animals. And then we can say, we need this delivered today. So we say 1 day. And let's say it's a 500-word article. Okay. So it's a 500-word article on dog training. Okay. Very simple to do. And then all we need to do is select the quality. So if we say a 2-star writer, that's going to cost $6.30. A 3-star writer is going to cost $8. A 4-star writer is $11, and a 5-star writer is going to cost $33. Now for kind of review sites and AdSense sites, I normally go with between 2 and 3 stars. So a 2-star writer is $6.30. To be honest, quite a lot of writers in the 2-star bracket are very good. If you need something a bit higher quality, just choose a 3-star writer. And then you can just put in your order description. But what you can also do is you can select SEO options. So here you can say you can put your keywords in here, and you can say that you need to have your keywords repeated a certain amount of times. So you can actually add your keywords in here, and then they have to include those keywords in your article 2 or 3 times as an example, which is very good for AdSense article writing. The other thing is you don't pay for your articles unless you're happy with them. So once you've submitted your order, it goes off and somebody will write your article, and then you can come back and have a look at it. If you don't like the article, you can say, no, I don't like it, can you change this, this and this, and then they have to go and change it. And like I said, you don't pay for the article until you're happy with the article. They also check it with Copyscape, so you know that the article is 100% unique, it hasn't been ripped off or copied from anywhere else. So yeah, that's TextBroker. I won't go into it in any more detail because this video is getting rather long. But TextBroker, you know, like I said, I've been using it for years now, and it's a really good place if you want very high quality content written very quickly. But like I said, the 2 or 3 star writers are absolutely fine. And the final one I'm just going to very, very quickly show you is elance.com. Now Elance, you can get pretty much anything done on Elance, but I particularly like using it for having software products created. So if you're going to do a Warrior Forum special offer and you're going to create like a WordPress theme or a premium WordPress plugin, or some sort of software program that you're going to sell, Elance is a really good place to get it done. Incidentally, you can get all sorts of other things done on Elance, like graphics, article writing, and so forth. But personally, I prefer to get my normal internet marketing stuff done from forums like I just talked about. I like to get my content written on TextBroker. Personally, it's just a personal thing, I personally just use Elance now just for the kind of like really technical things like programming and coding and things like that. But the great thing about Elance is you can say, as an example, I'm looking to build a keyword tool that will search for keywords. Then I'll give an example of exactly what I want. I want it to do this, this, and this. I want it to run on Windows, or I want it to be a cloud-based product, etc., etc. And then I'll say, and my budget is $1,000, or my budget is $500, and it's kind of like a reverse eBay auction. So someone else will come in. So if you say, my budget is $500, someone else will come in saying, okay, yeah, I can do that, but I can do it for $500, and someone else will come in saying, I can do it for $450, and then someone else might come in and say, I can do it for $400. Someone else might come in and say, I can do it for $600, but I've got all this experience and I've done loads of keyword tools in the past, for instance. So you have to select the right person for the job. Sometimes it might be the cheapest bid, other times it might be the most expensive bid. So you need to look at the experience of these people who are bidding, look at the jobs they've done in the past. And one little tip with Elance is never ever hire somebody who has never done a job before. So you need to look at their feedback rating. It's really important, and you need to make sure that they've done lots of jobs for people in the past who have given really positive comments. Okay, so you need to make sure that these people are experienced, they've done lots of work on Elance in the past, and they've got lots and lots of experience. So that's outsourcing. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about outsourcing, please comment below the video. Okay, well, I hope you found that useful. Like I said, if you have any questions about internet marketing, things you want to know, things you'd like to learn, or any ideas for future videos, so if you've got something that you'd really like me to teach you how to do in one of these videos, comment below the video, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time, and I'll be answering some of those questions.